Uh, t- Hi, today we will talk about agroforestry. I am Sarah Wanyama, and agroforestry is a land use management system in which combinations of trees are grown around or among crops or pasture. It combines agricultural production and forestry technologies to create a more productive, diverse, profitable, healthy, and sustainable land use system. So basically, agroforestry would include planting of crops, rearing of livestock, and planting of trees all on one piece of land at the same time. The benefits of agroforestry would include increased farm profitability. That means you have income from all the three enterprises combined. So therefore one piece of land could be 3 times more profitable than it will be if you'd only reared livestock or only planted crops or only planted trees. There's also a case of reduced soil erosion. This comes in since trees are helpful in improving the soil structure, and therefore when the soil are bound together by the roots in place, they are not easily washed away, and therefore reducing the soil erosion. Agroforestry is also important in increased biodiversity, since you are mixing all the three enterprises together. It also allows for all through the year production, and there's also a cover. You reduce the risk in case of loss in one enterprise. At least you can be covered in another enterprise, so you have a reduced risk of total loss. It also helps in carbon sequestration. That is, trees help to cut down the greenhouse gases from the atmosphere. They take carbon from the atmosphere and store it safely deep in the soil. They also cycle nutrients which feed other plants, animals, and fungi, who go on to nourish the soil further. Healthy soil are able to store far more carbon than degraded soil. And healthy soils also reduce our dependence on chemical fertilizers, which, when due to continual and excessive use, could result into pollution. There's also resilient and sustainable food production, since when practicing agroforestry, it mimics natural ecosystems such that it allows different biological systems to cooperate and flourish together. Trees also take up water, preventing water pollution from reaching rivers and ponds. And there are also tree benefits that you would benefit from as a farmer practicing agroforestry, such as wood, fruits, nuts, and animal feeds. There's also a factor of recreation and education. And on good agroforestry, trees will include Lacenia, Cassia, Prosopis, Calliandra, Acacia, Sesbania, and Grevillea. Concerning agroforestry practices, of course there are many, but we'll only look at 5 that are named here. Number 1, we have early cropping. And in this practice, agricultural crops are grown simultaneously with long-term tree crops. In forest farming, cultivation of high-value crops under a protection of a managed forest canopy. And we also have riparian forest buffers, and in this case there's natural or re-established streamside forests made up of trees, shrub, and grass planting. We also have silviculture, which combines trees with forage and livestock production. And finally, for this case, we also have windbreaks. This would involve planting linearly of trees and shrubs to enhance, protect, and benefit people, livestock, soil, and water conservation. And here on this slide, we have an infographic just showing on the many benefits of agroforestry, of which we have mentioned. Yeah, for some we haven't mentioned, like creating a wildlife habitat, because trees, or when you have that managed forest canopy, it will also offer a place or a habitat for the wildlife. Yeah, and we also have flood control, climate regulation, cleaning water and air, and all the other benefits included in the infographic. Therefore, agroforestry is an important management practice for a farmer. Thank you so much for your time.